The power of starting anew, embracing your journey to healing and success. Welcome, everyone, to this special episode of the Black CEO podcast. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that has the power to transform lives, reshape futures, and ignite the spark of hope in even the darkest of times. I'm thrilled to share with you the profound wisdom and life-changing insights I've gained from interviewing the remarkable Pollypaula Welch, a visionary whose compassion and innovative approach to personal growth have touched countless lives across the globe. Pollypaula isn't just a motivational speaker or a self-help guru. She's a beacon of hope, a catalyst for change, and a true revolutionary in the field of personal development. Her methods have helped thousands break free from the shackles of their past, rewrite their stories, and step boldly into lives filled with purpose, joy, and success. But before we dive into her transformative teachings, let's take a moment to consider a question that might just change everything for you. What if I told you that this very moment, right here, right now, could be the beginning of an entirely new chapter in your life? I know, you might be thinking, come on, I've heard this before. It's not that simple. And you're right, it's not simple. But it is possible. And that possibility, that potential for radical change and growth, that's what we're here to explore today. Now, let's be real for a second. We've all got baggage, right? Insecurities, doubts, painful memories. They're like uninvited guests that overstay their welcome, weighing us down and holding us back. But what if I told you there's a way to check out of the hotel of hangups and book a one-way ticket to Transformation Town? This is where Pollypaula's genius comes in. She doesn't just tell us to think positive or let go of the past. No, she gives us a vivid, tangible metaphor that's so powerful, it might just make you look at your emotional baggage in a whole new light. Picture this. You're wearing a backpack, but this isn't your average run-of-the-mill backpack filled with snacks and sunscreen for a day at the beach. Oh no, this backpack is loaded with all the heavy stuff, your insecurities, your self-doubt, those cringeworthy memories that keep you up at night. It's heavy, isn't it? It's like trying to run a marathon with a sumo wrestler on your back. Now here's where it gets interesting. Pollypaula says, take that backpack off. Simple enough, right? But wait, there's more. She tells us to turn it around and cut a hole in the bottom. Yes, you heard that right. We're going full on destructive with this metaphorical backpack. Imagine it. All those insecurities, all that self-doubt, all those painful memories, they're falling out. They're disappearing into the ground beneath your feet. Can you feel it? The lightness, the freedom? It's like finally taking off those skinny jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. Pure relief. But we're not done yet, folks. This isn't just about getting rid of the negative. It's about making room for the positive. So Pollypaula tells us to take that now empty backpack and put it on our front. And here's where the magic happens. We start filling it with new, empowering beliefs. I'm beautiful. In it goes. I'm smart. Add it to the pack. I'm important. You bet you are. I can have what I say I can have. Absolutely. I can be who I want to be. Without a doubt, I can do what I want to do. Yes, you can. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's cute and all, but my problems are real. My past is real. How can playing pretend with an imaginary backpack make any difference? And you know what? You're absolutely right to ask that question. The challenges we face in life are real, often overwhelmingly so. But here's the thing. While we can't always control our circumstances, we can control how we respond to them. We can control the narrative we tell ourselves about who we are and what we're capable of. Think about it this way. Have you ever been in a bad mood and suddenly everything seems to go wrong? You stub your toe, you spill your coffee, your boss gives you extra work. It's like the universe is conspiring against you, right? But then on a good day, those same minor inconveniences roll right off your back. You might even laugh them off. What changed? The events themselves or your perception of them? This is the power of our mindset. It's not about denying reality or pretending everything is sunshine and rainbows. It's about recognizing that we have the power to shape our experience of reality through the lens we choose to look through. Pollypaula's teachings remind us that our past doesn't have to dictate our future. Yes, our experiences shape us, but they don't have to define us. Every day, every moment, we have the opportunity to choose who we want to be and how we want to live. Now let's talk about something that might make some of you a bit uncomfortable. It's a word that often gets a bad rap, especially in professional settings. Ready for it? Here it comes. Vulnerability. In a world that often equates strength with stoicism, where never let them see you sweat is practically a mantra, Pollypaula encourages us to do something radical. She tells us to embrace our emotions fully, to be vulnerable, to show our true selves to the world. I know what you're thinking. Are you crazy? I can't do that. What will people think? But here's the kicker. What if true strength comes not from hiding our emotions, but from acknowledging and embracing them. Think about it. How often do we push down our feelings, thinking that's what we need to do to be strong or successful? We put on our game face, our professional mask, our I've got it all together facade, but at what cost? Pollypaula's approach invites us to be honest about our emotions, to sit with them, to learn from them. This doesn't mean having a meltdown in the middle of a board meeting or ugly crying at the water cooler. It means recognizing our emotions as valuable information, as part of our human experience, and as potential catalysts for growth and change. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to be authentically who we are, emotions and all, we open ourselves up to deeper connections with others and a more profound understanding of ourselves. This emotional honesty can be the key to unlocking personal growth and healing that we never thought possible. But let's be clear, embracing vulnerability and starting anew doesn't mean ignoring sound or dismissing the challenges we face. It's not about slapping a smiley face sticker over our problems and calling it a day. Instead, it's about acknowledging our current reality while also recognizing our power to shape our future. Pollypaula teaches us that being stuck doesn't mean we have to stay stuck. Yes, something happened. Yes, it affected us. But that doesn't mean we have to remain in that place forever. There's always another way out if we're willing to look for it, to strategize, to surround ourselves with positive influences, and to learn about where we are and where we want to go. Now, let me share with you a story that perfectly illustrates this point. It's about a woman we'll call Sarah. Sarah came to one of Pollypaula's workshops feeling completely defeated. She had lost her job, her relationship had fallen apart, and she was struggling with depression. She felt like her life was over at 35. But as Sarah went through the workshop, something began to shift. She started to see her setbacks not as endpoints, but as opportunities for new beginnings. She realized that losing her job wasn't the end of her career, but a chance to pursue the passion she had always put on the back burner. Her relationship ending wasn't a failure, but an opportunity to work on herself and discover what she really wanted in a partner. It wasn't easy. There were days when Sarah wanted to give up, to crawl back into her comfort zone of self-pity and resignation. But she kept showing up, kept filling her metaphorical front pack with positive affirmations, kept surrounding herself with supportive people who believed in her even when she struggled to believe in herself. And you know what? A year later, Sarah had started her own business doing work she loved. She had formed deep, meaningful friendships and was even beginning to open herself up to the possibility of a new relationship. Most importantly, she had discovered a resilience and strength within herself that she never knew existed. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to start anew. It's never too late to rewrite your story, to change the direction of your life, to become the person you've always wanted to be. This brings us to another crucial point in Pollypaula's philosophy: the power of community and positive relationships. We don't have to, and indeed shouldn't, go through our healing journey alone. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, encouraging people can make all the difference in our ability to grow and overcome challenges. Think about the people in your life. Who lifts you up? Who believes in you, even when you struggle to believe in yourself? These are the people to keep close, to lean on when times are tough, and to celebrate with when you achieve your goals. At the same time, we need to be mindful of relationships that drain us or hold us back. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting people out of our lives cold turkey, although sometimes that might be necessary. It might mean setting boundaries, limiting our exposure to negative influences, or having honest conversations about how certain behaviors impact us. Remember, you have the right and the responsibility to protect your emotional and mental well-being. You wouldn't keep drinking from a poisoned well, would you? So why keep drinking from toxic relationships? Now, let's talk about the journey itself. Pollypaula emphasizes that personal growth and healing are processes, not destinations. It's not about reaching a point where everything is perfect and we never struggle again. Spoiler alert, that point doesn't exist. Instead, it's about continuous learning, adapting, and growing. It's about embracing the journey itself with all its ups and downs, twists and turns. This perspective can be incredibly freeing. It takes the pressure off trying to be fixed or perfect. Instead, it encourages us to embrace each step of our journey, to learn from our experiences, both positive and negative, and to keep moving forward one day at a time. But what does this journey look like in practice? Pollypaula suggests several strategies. First,
Practice self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. What triggers you? What brings you joy? What patterns do you notice in your behavior? This self-awareness is the foundation for all personal growth. Second, cultivate positive thoughts. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is always great. It means consciously choosing to focus on the good, on possibilities rather than limitations, on what you can do rather than what you can't. Third, be willing to learn and adapt. Life is constantly changing, and so are we. Stay curious, be open to new ideas, and don't be afraid to try new approaches when old ones aren't working. Remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Fourth, practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that making mistakes and facing setbacks is part of being human. Instead of beating yourself up, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. Would you call your best friend a failure for making a mistake? Of course not. So why do it to yourself? Fifth, take action. While mindset is crucial, it's not enough on its own. Use your newfound insights and positive attitude as fuel for concrete actions towards your goals. Remember, even the smallest step forward is still progress. And finally, be patient with yourself. Change and healing take time. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem, and trust in the process. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a new you. As we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to where we started. Remember, it doesn't matter when you begin this journey. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried before and felt like you failed. What matters is that you're here now, listening to these words, considering the possibility of change. Pollypaula's teachings remind us that every day is a new opportunity to start again, to redefine ourselves, to move closer to the life we want to live. Her approach combines compassion, encouragement, and practical strategies to empower people to put their lives back together, one piece at a time. So I want to leave you with a challenge. Actually, scratch that. I want to leave you with an invitation to start anew, right here, right now. Take a moment. Close your eyes if you're in a safe place to do so. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, if I could start over right this moment, free from the weight of past insecurities and limitations, who would I choose to be? What would I do? How would I live? The answer to that question is the first step on your new journey. And remember, no matter where that journey takes you, you have the strength, the resilience, and the power within you to face whatever comes your way. You are not defined by your past. You are not limited by your current circumstances. You are a being of infinite potential, capable of growth, change, and transformation at any age, at any stage of life. So, what will you do with this new beginning? Will you take that first step, however small, towards the life you dream of, where you have the courage to be vulnerable, to embrace your emotions, to surround yourself with positivity? The choice is yours. And I believe in you. Pollypaula believes in you. And most importantly, it's time for you to believe in yourself. Remember, your new beginning starts now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but right here, right now. Embrace it, own it, live it. Thank you for joining me today on this transformative journey. Until next time, keep moving forward, one step at a time, towards the life you dream of. Your new chapter awaits. Are you ready to turn the page?